Diddy's family showing their support in person while the rapper sits behind bars. TMZ was first to report Diddy's twin daughters Delilah and Jessie, along with mom Janice, spent time at Diddy's Brooklyn Detention Center last week.
An extreme mama's boy.
First of all, that's his mother. Wrong, right, or indifferent, she gonna lie, steal, kill, and protect her child. That's what she's supposed to do. But the apple don't fall far from the tree, man. You gotta realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big time drug dealer in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You gotta realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too, or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah. So now you got to understand this, and looking at her and some of the stuff that he was saying, and their relationship has changed since I knew them, since I was around them. You understand? This man was talking about that his mother could take her palms and bend over and put them down on the floor. Not bend over, but she could stand straight up and put her palms on the floor, bruh. He's saying that about his mother. Who describes any of their mother action like that in a sexual way? And then, you know, I don't know how many dudes do kiss their mother in their mouth when they 50, 60 years old or something like that. That's them, that's their whole thing, man. But that was a little kind of weird for me. And then his mother wore the same white fingernail polish that Cassie described that he liked to see her and other models in when she was describing her lawsuit. And what's crazy to me is that, man, it seemed like him and his mother had this, I don't want to get too deep, man, this Oedipus complex thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people going to say, yo, Oedipus complex. Well, let me just tell you a brief story so you'll know. Oedipus it may have been Greek mythology, or it was probably Greek mythology or something like that, but it's a story about a young man that was told that he was going to kill his father and marry his mother. So on the way, this young man had grown up, you know, he didn't know that he was an orphan and then was adopted by a family. He thought the family he was with was his mother and father, but it wasn't. So on the way to this town, he gets into an argument with this other man and he kills him. He kills that man. Then he goes into that town. A lady is weeping about her husband, being told that her husband was dead, and he ended up marrying that lady, which was his mother. So Sigmund Freud came up with this thing about this Oedipus complex, about a sexual relationship, whether it's physical or mental, with a mother and a son. So I'm looking at his mother and him on the couch, and both of them are getting IVs after one of the Diddy parties.
During the supervised visit, Diddy was allowed to hug his mom and twin girls. It comes as the embattled media mogul and his legal team gear up for his day in court.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires.
Diddy's denied all allegations against him after he was charged for sex trafficking and racketeering.
He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
The visit happening just days before Diddy's mom spoke out in his defense. Janice Combs telling fans, "My son is not the monster they have painted him to be."
Is your father at flight risk?
As for Diddy's kids, we're told they're heartbroken and disappointed over dad's arrest, a source saying they are disheartened by how quickly the public has turned on him.
I'm a very blessed mother. and I know it, you know, and I'm so very proud of him.